Hello, everybody, and welcome. Oh, we're so cool. You gonna try and freeze frame it?
Chesh didn't do it.
You didn't tell me.
You muted us.
Listen.
I did mute you. I mute all you. I trust you with nothing.
That's reasonable, fair, and balanced.
Yeah, that's the smart thing to do.
Yeah. Also, we should have a momentum of 0 and threat of 12 for,
What? I thought we were continuing from last time, so we would have
it's a whole
exactly
new
what
session.
we did have. Oh, okay.
No.
All right,
whole new session.
Fine,
it's
fine.
per session. Borg Emporia, who is a member, or has been a member at the ensign level for 14 months, and also Ensign Jillian Wren has been a member for 15 months at the ensign level, and Itza Rubix has been an ensign for 4 months, and then Sean07AU, who's been a member for 13 months at the lieutenant junior grade level, says, "Damn it, always coming up a bit short." That's okay. All right.
Is that directed at me?
I mean, you are probably the shortest one here.
That a personal attack or something?
I am definitely the shortest one here. There's
and
no way
Sapphire.
I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I can't imagine who would be shorter. I don't know. Thierry says that he's really, really tall, but I feel like that might possibly just be like a Napoleon complex, and he's actually like 4'8", and he's like, "Oh yeah, guys, I'm 6'2". Yeah.
Hey guys, my wife is asking if I need anything from Walmart. Do we need anything from Walmart?
Yeah.
I've run out of Earl Grey tea.
You want?
Do you need any walls?
There's nothing you should ever need from Walmart.
All right. Sapphire Zombie Goliath Light has been an ensign for 8 months, and FTFE official, who's been a lieutenant commander for 15 months, says, "Time to fly that Millennium Falcon to Babylon 5." That's right.
Check out my shirt. I'm on brand today.
We have to escape the Cylons by getting the Millennium Falcon to Babylon 5.
What the hell's an aluminum falcon?
All right, so we are here for some Star Trek adventures. We're going to do some quick intros. Everyone can tell you who they are, what they play, and where you can find them. And then we're going to move into a little summary of what happened last time, because this is a part 2. And then Chesh has a captain's log that she will read to introduce us to what's going on right now. And we'll be off. I don't know. This might actually end up being a little bit short, because normally these scenarios don't take super long. But then last time, Act 1 took a full 2 hours. So I don't know what's happening anymore. I've lost my ability to pace this.
Because there was a date going on.
Yeah.
There was a double table. I think that's to blame.
That didn't help. Yeah.
We had to immediately stop all plot for the date.
It's the standard TTRPG thing. When you hit the tavern, everything stretches out.
It's true. It's true. All right.
So all distractions.
In honor of Dr. Krill Davis here that we have, we're going to go right to left, because he is a Hebrew professor at Hebrew school.
No, he's just a professor that happens to be Hebrew.
That's true.
Oh, it could be that too. Anyway, so I'll start with me. I'm Dapper Dinosaur. I run this channel. This is actually my second channel. My main channel is over at Dapper Dinosaur, where it's mostly creationism debunking, but sometimes other stuff. Just recently, I accidentally scheduled an extra premiere that had some Mud Fossil U nonsense talking about ATP synthase. Did you know that the reason that you're sick is because bacteria shoot out too much ATP synthase when they die?
Did not know.
Yeah,
overcharges your cells.
It's not clear how that affects anything. It's just don't worry about it. It's how it works.
Wait, Roger said that, and it didn't involve stone vaginas or
not this time.
Is he okay?
I don't know.
I think that's the one thing where he is reasonable, that the stone vaginas don't have ATP.
I mean, they probably don't
anymore.
Yeah, anymore. They would have at some point. Anyway, I am the GM. I run all of the NPCs. I'm the one who makes everything harder for everyone else. That's what she said. That's me. All right, we're gonna go on to Jordan.
Hi, I'm Jordan. When I had time for hobbies, I ran Reason to Doubt. So if you want to see my impressive collection of bow ties, you can go over there. Here, I play the executive officer, Commander Malka Va, who has joined Trill.
All right. Oh, and Jason Hyatt, who's been a lieutenant for 7 months, says, "A game going off the rails? That never happens." That's a good point. It doesn't.
Never.
All right, Chesh.
Oh, hi. It's me. I'm Chesh. I'm playing the capricious Cation cat captain. I don't know. I do stuff places sometimes and things. I have a bunch of free emojis. If anybody wants free emojis, they're available on my Patreon. You don't have to pay for them though. They're just a library that's where the library is kept. So you can go there and take those and use them for whatever you want. I don't care.
I like the goose.
Yeah. Yes.
The goose is good. I like that. You can use them in Discord. You can use them on Twitter, or sorry, on Twitch. You can use them on YouTube. They're already sized properly for all those things. All you have to do is go, grab it, download it, upload it. It'll be good to go. I've already made sure that all of them are approved by, so you don't have to worry about YouTube being like, no, I don't like that one.
All right. Well, now on to Dr. Krill Davies.
Hi. My name is Dr. Kip Davis,
that
and
doesn't sound right.
I fucking love the Bible, so and that's what I do
Nice hat.
here on YouTube. You can, no, thank you. I am also in Canada, and occasionally Vish and I, or sorry, god damn, why do I keep doing that?
You talking about me?
Occasionally, Chesh and I wave to each other. Like now, right? So
Yeah, everyone in Canada
and
can
then-
see each other, yeah.
everyone,
Sure.
yes. There's
It's
the
just a
one
small village in
road.
the north of America.
That's what it means. So yes, and this is my third channel. My second channel is Dapper's first channel, and my first channel is my own channel. And here I am playing Lieutenant Vrelax, who is the Gorn science officer aboard the Kongzi, and a stellar archaeologist in every sense of what that means.
All right, Craig.
Hello, I'm Craig, otherwise known on these internets as FTFE. It stands for Fight the Flat Earth. I spend my time arguing with people that would, a brain-eating amoeba would starve to death if it entered their skull. Tomorrow, we'll be having a conversation with a guy called Free Will, who is an engineer that likes to also debate flat earthers. And I'm going to show my first debate with Flat Earth Aussie Jesus because I might hate him or something, I'm not sure. And then on Sunday, this is going to be a really good one. We got Kevin from Canada back, where we're going to debate if level is curved and Jeranism is going to be the moderator. So make sure you check that out on my channel, FTFE. Here I play the illustrious 7 of 12, Tactical 3, species 5008, who is an ex-Borg Klingon and the tactical officer aboard the USS Kongzi.
Jaren has been a good moderator even before he stopped being a flyer.
Fucking amazing moderator.
So yeah, that's a good get.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, "Nice toboggan." I think he's referring to Dr. Kip Davis. Yeah. Now, is that hat in case you forget where you live? Like if you're found like wandering around like the streets of Seattle one day.
If I happen to wander across the unprotected border that's just over there, they know where to return me.
So
When
Like
you
a
come
dog
across,
tag. Return to Canada, please.
do all of
I'm
you
screwed.
like have a backpack of drugs? That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Yeah, we gotta-
Yeah,
When
that's
when
I-
it's your turn
Fentanyl.
to bring the fentanyl over the border, that the ICE agents know that they are not allowed to shoot you because you're Canadian.
No, we've
If I ever forget
gotta...
who I am, I'm going to be worried because I'm going to think I'm someone called Fred Perry.
Oh, no.
Why would you do that?
All my clothes say Fred Perry, so I'm going to assume that's my name.
I mean, yeah, that's the
It's
only
on your
reasonable
underwear.
assumption.
Does your underwear say Kevin Klein on it?
Yes.
Calvin Klein? Yeah.
Yeah.
And on Tuesdays, you're Hugo Boss?
Yeah.
Just make sure you don't
Hans?
time travel into the past to meet your own mother, and then she decides that your name is what your name is based on your underwear.
I thought my name was Fruit of the
Well, there's my
Loom.
plans for next Tuesday out the fucking window. God damn it.
All right, let's go on to Zero On.
That's me. You know what my favorite thing about the drugs they grabbed at the Canadian border? They grabbed 1,000 pounds and they were bragging about it. What they didn't tell you was only 50 pounds of that was coming into the U.S. The other 950 was going from the U.S. into Canada.
Yeah, that happened. I covered that.
Yeah, I'm Zeralon. You can find me over on mine and my wifey's channel, 4 Cozy Cat Games. That's the numeral 4 and then Cozy Cat Games, where we play board games. We play some Cyberpunk right now. We actually had Thierry on as a guest the last time, and he'll be on next time too.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be doing this, which is Be a Crow or Be Like a Crow. It's a solo RPG where you be like a crow. So
Cool.
I'm gonna run
Nice.
this. I don't know what
Art
it
looks
is,
pretty
but I'm
cool.
gonna do this.
I just realized I screwed up the super chat goal. I set it for like a half an hour.
50,000?
Something. No, I set it for like a half an hour. So here's what we're actually gonna do. I'm just
He's gonna
keep
give
track.
us one free refill.
No, I'm just gonna keep
Everyone
track.
just get your super chats in now.
But
Yeah, or
so
that.
guys, super chat.
That's
So
right.
yeah,
We're
on
gonna
this
spend them
one,
anyways. Just do it all now.
All right. So Thierry.
Wait, did he say who he was playing?
no, we started we started talking super chats. Drink for
Quick,
Dapper's
do it.
Professional. I'm Dr. Hobnol.
All right,
What's
bye.
that?
The guy with all the
The
face
doctor.
holes.
He's the guy with face holes that keeps all these other assholes from dying.
Yeah. All right. Come on, guys. We need rank, position, species, so everyone knows.
I do rank,
All right.
position, species, and personality.
Yeah.
Get
no,
on my
that's
level.
extra. That's great. But like those, the minimum are rank, position, species. That's the minimum. All
IT
right.
Officer Billy, Starfleet ID 2355280. I don't answer questions. I'm Tirana. As I said, I play Petty Officer Billy, the beluga whale helmswoman lady of the Kongzi. And if you want to hear more of my beautiful German voice, you can at the Auxiliary Unplugged podcast. We are on Podbean. We talk sci-fi, fantasy, food, mostly food, and Star Wars.
Now, see, for £2, FTFE official says this is a super cat. Did I do it right? No. What you gotta do is exactly that, except it's a little blue slider, and what you're gonna want to do is move it all the way to the right so that it's very, very red, and there's no more gray space left on the slider. It's all blue. That's the correct way
Yeah.
to do it.
It's
Don't forget to change your drop downs.
when your bank sends you a text message and asks you if you're sure you want to do that, then you're correct.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I did have my bank once call and be like, "Hey, did you just drop $1,500 in Scotland?" And I was like, "I did actually. Yes. Could you please approve that?" Because I, in fact, had done that. But I appreciated that they
sounds
called to
suspicious,
ask.
but
Your bank's nice. Mine would call me and be like, "Hey, we shut your card down." Why? Well, it's been used in like 3 states today. Yeah, I'm a trucker. I've been in 8 states today.
yeah, we
Yeah.
will send you a new one to your old address in 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I had that happen with a corporate card. I was flying all over the place, and they're like, "Hey, you've used this card in like 5 different states in the last couple days." I'm like, "Yep, that's me. I'm traveling for work. Please keep it going." Let's see. FTFE official for £2 also says, "Wait, sorry, I meant a super hat. I think that's it." Oh, then for £5, FTFE official says, "Super chat." Now I know it's right. That's it. That is accurate. That is how it is. All right. So, who?
So,
So
press
here's what's gonna happen.
F.
I have a D6 somewhere, and if no one volunteers for who's gonna give the recap, I'm just gonna pick whoever it is, and it's gonna be Chesh's number 1. Then let's see, Jordan's gonna be number 2, and we're just gonna keep going down. So
I think rolling would
Who's
be more
going-
fun than
would it
I
be
think
more
so
fun?
too.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just letting people volunteer in case someone really feels like they want to be a storyteller. You know. All right, here we go. I'm gonna use this.
I
this
remember
very
Dabo
nice-
table.
This was a gift. These are some nice metal that were Call of
Ooh.
Cthulhu
pretty.
themed dice. Yeah, I very much like these. All right, that is either an S or a 5. It's a weird font, so that means it's going to be Krill Davies.
Awesome.
What
You have
happened last
something
time?
for me to read?
No.
Oh,
No.
fuck that I know.
You are supposed to do
so
this from
there was,
memory,
like-
which is why all of us
we were
are
at
trying
like
to
a,
get
we were
around
like
this.
at a station, and there was like, you know, they were playing at the double table, and they used all of what's his name's her name's account there to do their gambling, and then there's artifacts that they have on the station, but we don't know if they're Telecom or not yet, and we're gonna have dinner with the captain. Oh, and then there was there have this weird infection thing with the people and the singing, and yeah, it and nobody's been infected from the crew yet, but I'm not taking my chances. And what else?
There was an Orion person that
that's-
pretended not to be the person that I know they are.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Right.
so I feel like maybe I should take over
So
Not bad.
because this is
Yeah.
this is
we,
Chaotic,
I recognize all
but
of
not
those
bad.
things.
Are you telling me
but
that was not great?
I
It
mean,
was
ev-
thought it was
everything you
great.
said happened. It's just
so. It's one of those things where like I feel like anyone who had seen the last episode would definitely that would spark a lot of their memories for what happened. But anyone who hadn't seen it would take away that was just a bunch of unconnected events that happened that have nothing to do with anything. So you guys were called to Starbase Hephaestus to help participate in an educational program that the Federation is trying to institute, and you linked up with the crew of the station. Some of you went gambling and drinking at an Orion ship that was docked there. Professor Billy went out to fix a loose panel on the communications array. The captain of the
just
Orion ship
very
looks-
suspicious.
Yes. Oh, and Lieutenant Matt Navigator for $5 says laughs in pilot. Yes. So then, the captain of the ship looks just like the captain of the previous Orion ship, but also doesn't seem to remember having seen you. You went to dinner with Captain Jenner, the captain of the Starbase, and also the granddaughter of one of the most famous doctors in Starfleet history, Dr. Nostrum.
I forgot that part.
Yeah. And this station is important because it is where the research data for the Plague of Arias is kept, which was an auditory-based plague that hit a planet with a name on it. It had a name. I don't remember what it is. Doesn't
A
matter.
planet that's got a name.
Yep, it has a name. It was Arcturus 5. Don't worry, I checked. And so they have been using their custom EMH that is based on Dr. Elizabeth Nostrum to study the plague. And the captain took you to one of the cargo bays where you found the broken remains of a spherical probe that she believes is actually the source of the plague, and also that it was transmitting a vector that might lead to what she thinks is another such satellite. But before you could work on that,
Any evidence?
well, she's got the vector.
What's the vector, Victor?
Exactly. And before you could actually investigate that, it was beamed off of the station after the Orion ship made a unexpected departure. And that's where we are. And yeah, Chesh, if you could read the Captain's Log Supplemental.
I can certainly try. I make no promises, though. Captain's Log Supplemental. Captain Jenner's findings are eccentric. That is not in any question. But the research she's done, the reasoning behind dispatching us to Hephaestus, it's all solid. Bizarre, certainly. Personal, definitely, but solid. So the area plague was transmitted to what's the name of the planet?
Arcturus 5.
Arcturus 5. So the Aria plague was transmitted to Arcturus 5 by an ancient satellite, which itself was part of a network of those satellites extending back to the homeworld of the previous unknown alien race. A homeworld we are now heading in search of and racing the solid bet.
All right. So
Is that what we're doing?
We are-
That's what we chose to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So you guys decided to get going. Captain Jenner is going to come with you. She's handing off command. That's probably a bad idea for her career, but she's doing it anyway. And also, in the rush to get everything going, Commander Doulos was climbing up and down ladders in engineering, and she fell, and she badly rolled her ankle, and she's out of commission for several more scenes, meaning the rest of the episode because Maddie couldn't be with us today. So, she's got very, very bad ankle sprain. Ankles,
Very sad.
they're like the size of a cantaloupe.
Ankles, I believe they're
Yeah.
called.
Yeah. So she's just not doing well.
Well, my thoughts are with my my new girlfriend.
Yes.
is that Is that? Have you filled out paperwork? I feel like paperwork would be necessary.
Yeah,
to
there
date
is some
someone.
paperwork that needs to be done.
Well, we haven't put a
why
label
Hawk-
on it yet, so we haven't.
Yeah. This is why Hawk and Triga never made it official. Avoid the paperwork.
Just avoiding paperwork.
They just fucked a bunch.
Yeah.
I was reading an article about William Shatner talking about the Next Generation and how he was always annoyed that they allowed on-ship romances, because that would have never happened on his ship because Gene Roddenberry didn't like it. But if I'm not mistaken, didn't Kirk like fuck everything?
There's
Not
a difference
in the
between a
crew, though.
relationship and
That's
just
true.
fucking.
Yeah, none of them were on the crew. In fact, he complained about how pretty his yeoman was in one of the first season episodes.
The closest
True.
I think he got was when he kissed Uhura.
But that was forced.
Yeah, that was
That was
not
a
consensual.
situation. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually not consensual for both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean
off the ship, too.
Shano07AU for $7.99 due says, I once tried to roll for initiative. It failed because the army don't issue me with initiative. All right. So, so basically what you have now that you're on the ship and headed is a vector. And so it is a direction that you can go in. But you will need to see if you can locate the second satellite that Captain Jenner believes is there. So our first task is going to be a reason and science difficulty 1. So not too high.
I mean,
Seems
I've only
like
got
this-
10 for those. That probably shouldn't.
I think that's me.
Yeah.
That does
I
sound
think
like
that
a
is you.
Lieutenant
shit.
Relax.
Where's mine?
Will the
ship
ship
help?
help?
Put mine. Sorry, I dropped my
The ship can help with a
Why did I
sensors
do
and
that?
computer. Wait, no, that's the same thing. Sensors and science. I know how to play this game. I've only been
Shouldn't
running
help.
it for... Okay.
Sometime.
All right, so that is 2 extra points of momentum. So, let's see. You are able to locate a second satellite that is about half a light year away. All right. So, now that you have that, we need an engineering or... Sorry, we need a reason and science or engineering task with a difficulty of 3 in order to develop a program that will help you predict the location of further satellites.
Yeah, still not me.
Okay. I did it.
Is
Can
the
the ship
ship
help again?
helping again?
The ship can help with computers and science or computers and engineering. I don't remember which one's higher.
Did we get momentum for that?
You did not. You also did not actually succeed.
Yep.
Which means
now what?
you're going to have to spend some time getting out to the second satellite in order to get its transmission data. All the while, the solid bet is going to be getting there first.
Well, can does the solid bet have enough, like, with our quantum slipstream drive, they can outrun us, like...
Well, actually, what I'm going to be doing is making some rolls for them to see how they do. And it's possible that they might succeed. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to spend 3 threat to get a 4th die for them.
Ooh.
And also double check their stats because, I mean, they do have stats here.
All people have stats.
Honestly, not all people have stats. There are definitely NPCs that I made up on the fly, and their stat is like, 12 is fine. They need
Their
to roll under a
stat-
12.
May not be defined, but it is...
I actually have
Yeah.
a rule when I DM that if I don't want the players to kill it, it doesn't get a stat block.
All right, and if you could take another 3, because I'm going to do that again to see if they can develop the cool program. No, so it looks like you're both going to be flying towards there, but you are faster, so you're probably going to get to the second breadcrumb first.
Cool.
All right. So, let's see. As I'm turning all these pages. All right, so you can get there, and let me get another science and reason difficulty 2, because you're trying to project this pattern forward.
And the ship can help again?
Yes.
With computers and science,
Yes.
That's better.
the ship helped.
Good ship. I knew our Millennium Falcon could work.
Kip?
Oh, do I need to roll again?
Yes.
You are still the best science guy.
Yes.
Difficult- Okay.
Difficulty
That's
2. All right,
There we
that's
go.
2. We're good. All right. We should also have 2 momentum on the board. Anyway, so yes, you are able to discover that this is actually pointing you in the direction of Orion space. You're going to have to cross the border. Currently, the Federation does maintain diplomatic relations with the Orion government, which means if you cross their border without telling them and they find out about it, that is a diplomatic incident. And also, I forgot, but we have the same directives as last time, which are, you know, somewhere in here. Assist Dr. Jenner and ensure the security of Starbase Hephaestus. And also, don't start interstellar wars. It's pretty much always a directive.
Boring.
I feel like
Fence
we can
of Rage just joined the channel memberships as an ensign. Thank you very much, Fence of Rage.
Yeah, which is pretty much our fault for playing a Starfleet crew. We could play Klingons, then our directive would be shoot first, ask later.
Or just don't ever ask, really, just shoot.
I do think it was actually an option I was considering of turning this into a Klingon campaign. I do have the Klingon core rulebook.
If you shoot enough, there's nobody to ask questions of.
That's true.
Right.
Also, the Klingon, crew positions has cool options like cook. You can be the ship's cook.
So you serve live worms and stuff, right?
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. And in addition to that, every session, once per session, you can declare a feast scene as long as that's practical, and everyone gets extra bonuses in the next scene after the feast scene because you're all well fed and drunk.
I mean, I don't see where it wouldn't be practical.
One free hero's feast a day.
Yeah, basically.
The more blood wine you drink, the more precise the photon torpedoes get.
Let's see. Lieutenant Math Navigator for $5 says, we wouldn't want to piss off the Barbary pirates. I mean, the Orions. Yes. All right, so you can choose to go across the border crossing. You are on a medical mission, technically. This is about curing a plague which has been known to affect Orions in the past. So that is an option. You could also try to sneak in. There are definitely places where the border is less well guarded and where there are things like asteroid belts and nebulae to hide in and whatnot.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We've shown up.
Sneaking in is
Are
definitely
we
the way to
like in
go.
an Orion system? I'm not. I wasn't.
So what I'm saying is the direction that you need to get to, the planet that you're looking for, is in Orion space.
Okay, I feel like we should maybe tell the Orions that there's a medical emergency that requires us to enter their space. And we've got like a treaty with them, they'd probably be alright with that?
No.
I don't know what the
Well, so
details
this
of
was
the
a-
treaty are. Are we allowed to go there?
Yeah.
So it's not quite a treaty, but you do have normalized diplomatic relations. There is like an Orion embassy on Earth. There's a Federation embassy on the Orion homeworld. There are diplomats that go back and forth. There are trade agreements, but you don't have a military treaty or anything. You don't have free access to their space without border crossing.
It was a Orion government vessel that did this.
Yep.
And I'm hesitant. This is me speaking to the captain. I'm hesitant in violating their sovereign space over what is ultimately a theft.
Yeah.
I think, though, if we told the government of the danger of this artifact, they might cooperate with us peacefully, and then we can do this without,
and we've got
damaging our relations.
We've got the expert doctor on this with us, correct?
I feel like
Yeah.
we should include in
Dr.
the
Jenner went
communique
with
that we will keep 7 of 12 away from the tactical station while we enter their space.
I also think that Hobnall and Dr. Jenner should be chatting away while we travel about this plague, so they can give us a proper write-up that we can present to Orion's government at border crossing.
It'd be
However
cool if we
that
had the
works.
emergency medical
How does
hologram.
border crossing work in space? How do you defend that? I
Space
don't
is
know.
big and three-dimensional, so
Nope, it's Star Trek. Space is two-dimensional. What is wrong with you?
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
space is still three-dimensional. It just has one prime plane that everyone uses.
To be fair, Star Trek has less of a problem of space is two-dimensional than Warhammer does. The Warhammer space combat games are literally played on 2 dimensions and include things like turning to fire broadside cannons at the enemy, which is, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's really fun. So
One day we'll get a ship fighting simulator Gundam game that lets us use all the planes. One day.
Nice. All right, so are you going to warp over to the border?
Yeah, I think that we have to.
Yeah, presumably we can contact the government before we cross the border, though.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So while you're, I'll say that you can contact them while you're in warp because it's not going to be an instantaneous thing.
Sure.
All right. So you have managed to make contact with the nearest border crossing station, and there is an Orion man on screen. Says, Kongzi, I've received your request for border crossing. Can you explain the purpose for your visit to Orion space?
Yes, we are investigating and working on a plague concern.
A plague concern?
Yeah, there's a medical issue with a piece of technology that is related to a planet in your system that we need to investigate.
And that requires a ship with, is that 8 photon phaser arrays and 3 quantum torpedo tubes?
It's a very
4,
dangerous plague.
actually.
It's 4? Oh, I'm sorry, my reports must be wrong. It's a very dangerous plague that you're going to solve with quantum torpedos?
So one of the vessels of the Orion government, the Solid Bet, we have reason to believe misappropriated a artifact from the station we were at, and we further believe that this artifact is responsible for the plague, and that its presence could be enough to cause an outbreak on one of your worlds. So we're in pursuit of this vehicle.
You see him scribbling on a clipboard with some paper and pen, which is almost certainly performative since this is almost certainly being recorded.
Yeah. He's just
But he's doing it anyway. Because that's just like his shtick.
He's got like squirrelies
okay.
and he's got like a little stick figure.
I choose to believe this Orion is like a pen guy. Like he has like a really fancy fountain pen. You know, like
you look at it, he's got like a pen pocket pen protector.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, so this is actually a extrajudicial police action from a sovereign power across borders. Is that what's? Is that?
I would rather call it a humanitarian mission.
To find stolen property.
To prevent a plague. If it were simply a stolen artifact, then it would not require us to chase after this vessel. The diplomats could handle it. But this is time sensitive. We don't have time for diplomats to go back and forth for days or weeks. One of your planets could be infected with a deadly plague, the Plague of Arias, which you've already had experience with.
Well, you had experience with it. There were some Orions around, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, of course. But like, what I mean is, your civilization has encountered this plague before.
I'm gonna have to run it up the flagpole. This is very highly irregular. That could take. He checks his non-existent watch. That could take weeks, really.
Grease the wheels.
We understand the difficulty in these sort of bureaucratic situations. Is there perhaps something we can do to make it easier for you to make the case to your superiors?
I promise I won't explode you.
Tack, not now.
We are in warp. We are nowhere near this guy.
Oh, I mean, well, I do usually cover the processing fees for the paperwork myself, but if you did that, we could probably expedite it.
Oh, of course we would be covering those fees.
Right.
Yeah, naturally. And I assume that unforeseen expenses might come up. We'd preemptively cover those just to make sure that the process isn't slowed down.
Yeah, I think that paperwork plus the insurance rate is probably going to be somewhere around 14 bars of gold pressed platinum and 32 strips.
I think I'm gonna pull up a card and I'm gonna stand up and do my little adjustment here. And I say, you realize and understand, and if I can
Lieutenant
make
Navigator for $5. Recommend judicious use of bribery.
Well, I want to use my diplomacy, which is the thing that I do.
It is the thing you do, it's true.
So I would like to utilize that and abuse this man really quickly. And say something along the lines of, you do understand that should we cover that paperwork, it's going to make you fully and wholly responsible for any deaths that this potential plague outbreak causes.
He looks very confused. How would that?
Well, if you're not fast enough, if you don't let us through, it certainly means that we're not getting there in time with our professional who is an expert in this plague, who may have found an extra way to cure it. So if this makes it to your planet, I have some things that I'm willing to grant you, and it might be on the policing end, where we will not arrest the Orions that seem to have potentially taken something that doesn't belong to them and is horrifically dangerous.
Okay, so that's confirmation that you are engaged in a policing action extrajudicially. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't have a planet.
That,
I was born on a spaceship. I don't care.
I do
Doesn't
have
matter.
4 barrels of blood wine that are a good year that I could let you have.
Shut up. Listen, you need to make a decision. Either you're
I do
letting
like
us
blood
through.
wine.
You're letting us through, or you're not.
I mean, it's actually not entirely up to me. I do technically have to run it up the flagpole.
Then
Because you did confirm to me twice that it's going to be an extrajudicial police action.
If you force it to be, then it will be.
All right.
Do I get to roll dice? Because I'm basically like, let me talk to your manager right now.
Let's see. Let's make this a difficulty 4 command and presence check, and you do get your bonuses for being you. Lieutenant Navigator for $5 says, "We'll throw in the captain's holonovel stash. One of them might be safe for work. Probably not."
Don't touch my shit. Okay, so
I mean, it's
we are
technically
getting
data, so you get to keep them.
So we are getting bargaining. So I get to re-roll a 20. Yes. Yes.
That seems fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am using my disarming nature, which is reducing the difficulty by 1.
Okay, so now it's down to 3.
Now it is down to 3. I am getting a focus for diplomacy. Yes.
Yes.
And I would like to drop a value on this.
Ooh.
And the value is the first to laugh loses. Because that is all about strong arming.
All right. Lieutenant Navigator for $5 says, "We'll throw in the captain." Oh no, I already read that. I'm just being dumb.
Okay, so I am also going to use 2 momentum to get an extra dice.
We
So
only
that'll
need to
put,
use 1 to get 1 extra die.
Yeah,
no,
but I'm gonna get...
you would need to because of the determination is an extra die.
Yeah.
So the next one.
Right.
So that
Okay.
costs
Never
me
mind.
2.
Yeah,
right?
it's one big thing they
Got it.
changed in the 2nd edition. Yeah.
Yeah, so that puts us down to 0 momentum. And I think it would cost 3 threat to get another dice, put me up to 5 dice.
Yes, but
Yeah, but-
at this point you only need 1 success.
Yeah, on 3 of your dice, which you have a focus
Alright.
on.
Alrighty!
Yeah.
Alright, then we're good to go.
All 20s.
Are we? Yeah, I'm gonna roll 4 20s.
Good.
So I'm rolling.
Good,
I'm
still
rolling
happen.
4 dice on this on a difficulty 2. Did I bring it down
You're rolling
to 2?
3 dice. One of them is already rolled.
Yeah, you
And-
already count as having rolled 1 die with a 1 on it. So you're rolling
Alright.
3 dice now.
I'm rolling 3 dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Ready?
Boom.
There you go.
Fuck
You get
yeah!
2 points of momentum back. And, yeah.
Get
All
out
right.
of my ship! Get off my screen! Swipe left!
Alright. Because it's a humanitarian emergency, I suppose I can let you through. But, I still would really appreciate a bottle of blood wine for all the effort.
I think
Send
that's
me
doable.
your space PO box, and I will have one shipped to you immediately. It is a particularly good year, and
as an act of good faith.
make sure you don't drink the whole barrel in one go because you will die.
Wasn't planning on it, but thanks. Also, I think you would die too, because I'm pretty sure that the barrel is bigger than the volume of your digestive system, and so it would rupture.
I'm Klingon!
That doesn't mean you have extra volume inside your torso.
And part Borg.
I still don't think that makes you like a bigger on the inside guy.
Do not judge me by your low standards.
Maybe he can pee on command.
Oh yeah, if there's constant outflow and the outflow does not significantly go lower than the inflow, that could work. You're just constant. In one end, out the other? Okay. Can Klingons do that? Can they just urinate as they drink to equal it out?
This particular Klingon has a switch that was part of his Borg anatomy that allows the flow.
You know, I was always wondering how Borgs went to pee inside those big bodysuits.
Well, we plug in when we go to our regeneration chambers at night. Alcoves.
Oh, that takes care of it. Just empties out.
Yeah.
Is there are there internal bladders? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, why not?
I appreciate that you are making friends, but can you take it to your own console, please?
I mean,
Thank you.
most animals do have an internal bladder.
I'm
but there's
pretty
extra
sure
ones
the
in
Borg just beam all their internal waste out into space.
Yeah. No, what we do is we beam it into the enemies we're trying to attack.
Oh. All right. So,
Captain, I do hope you noticed there that I was nice instead of threatening to explode them.
I appreciate
Well,
that,
to
but
be
you really
clear,
need to
you
stop
did threaten that first.
There has to be some threats.
I appreciate that, but you really need to stop interrupting while I'm doing diplomacy.
It worked, Captain. He wanted the blood wine.
all right.
That is
we're going to reduce the momentum
notwithstanding.
by. We're going to reduce the momentum by 1 because you guys have managed to arrive at the planet, which
Right.
is very interestingly traveling at full impulse.
The planet is traveling at full impulse.
The planet is traveling at full impulse.
Zeralon, we're gonna
Is this
pull a
like-
Canada and we're gonna put a torpedo inside of the blood wine.
But impulse is using like a particular type of. Does
Correct.
this planet have engines?
Well, you might want to scan it to find out.
Yeah, Captain, I'm getting some odd readings from the planet. It appears to be an impulse signature. Permission to do a full scan?
By all means.
We should probably have our scanny boy do
Full
it.
scan happening.
Yeah. Scanny boy!
All right.
Snip.
Give me a
Let's go.
difficulty 1 reason and science, which can be backed up by the ship's sensors and science.
The ship failed.
Okay.
Go, Kip!
Have
Reason and science.
have I got to do that? Yeah, Kip should do that, yeah.
Where's my dice? There we go.
Hey!
Boom! You got a point of momentum. All right. Yeah. So the ship is giving off a power signature, and
ship?
yeah,
Sorry, the
planet?
planet is giving off a power
Sorry, the
signature.
planet. The planet is giving off a power signature, and yeah, it's traveling
I hope
under
the ship
power.
is giving off a planet power signature.
Okay. Is this planet within a solar system?
Yeah, is it under
No.
gravitational orbit as well?
It
Oh,
is
so it's like a
deep.
rogue planet.
It's deep in interstellar space.
Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. All right.
Yeah.
Really? Is that a thing? Planet
It is a
It is now.
Yeah.
Rogue planets do exist,
I mean, it's
yeah.
a thing in real life too. We've detected rogue planets that are not attached to any star system.
Wow.
Yeah.
There was one
And
reason.
Most of them
the
don't
fifth-
have engines, but they exist.
In the 5th Red Dwarf book, there's an ice planet that turns out to be Earth in the future that has escaped the solar system.
Oh. Also, I have to say, Tiri, we don't know if that's true. All we know is that none of the ones we've detected have had active engines that we could detect.
Yeah.
Right, maybe they have inactive engines or engines that we couldn't detect. You don't know.
So, if I remember from my Starfleet technical manual that I got for Christmas one time as a child, the amount of impulse power is directly proportional to the mass of the vessel. So, there's going to be some kind of massive fucking engines pushing a planet.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
One would think,
Ah.
yes.
Yep.
I mean,
all right.
that's going to be using a lot of dilithium or something.
Could be worse. Could be warp.
All right, so
Yeah, you don't
in
want a
order
planet
to
warp.
catch up so that you can actually get close enough to this planet without, it causing problems for like gravity waves and all that nonsense, this is going to require a control and con task with difficulty 1.
Engines and con
Okay.
for the ship.
Control
Yes.
and con. I've got 13.
The ship crit.
Yeah, I have a 16. I assume helm operations works as a focus.
Yes. should have required you to narrow that down. That's all right. I don't care.
Well,
I think
it's
Helm
one of the
Operations is one of the
example
ones in
that's
the book.
so
Oh yeah, it is. Oh well, they should have narrowed it down.
They
Anyway,
should've
that's
narrowed
yeah, probably.
2 more successes than required. So you've caught up, and now you notice that it is on. You can put it on view screen, and yeah, there's a ring of impulse engines all around one end of the planet. The other end has a cluster of what look like sensor spires, and there is a pulsing set of like deflector shield going around that end where it's pushing into space. And the whole planet is covered in various metal large-scale structures, and it'll take a difficulty 2 control and con task to enter orbit.
Cheshire's dying.
Just before I didn't select my attribute or discipline and rolled control and con, which is way lower than my presence and command would have been.
Worked anyway.
So I might have garnered us more momentum, but I want to just say I was working on a handicap.
I don't think
No.
you did.
Yeah.
Looking at your rolls, none of them were below your
Yeah.
discipline, so.
Yeah, it would have been,
Yeah.
if it was control or presence, depends, but it would have been a total
so-
of 16 or a total of...
Hey, Officer Billy,
17.
where's your second roll? It is difficulty 2. You currently have no help from the ship.
We have 4 momentum.
I
Use them.
will spend 3.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty got a focus for like going.
Nice.
All right, well,
Yeah.
you got 3 back anyway, so that's fine. All right, so you have
Spicy.
now managed to enter. It's less of an orbit and more of a you're keeping pace as it continues to accelerate through the galaxy via like weird slipstream nonsense.
Wait, this is the one moment, the one time where a powered orbit actually makes sense.
Correct. Yeah. Whereas Star Trek just does it all the time, just for convenience, so that no one has to think about orbits.
Or
Right.
reason.
Wait, so it's traveling at impulse, but it's also using some kind of slipstream drive?
Well, Impulse itself is actually basically weak warp drive. It involves manipulation of like gravitons and space-time curvature. It's not just put lots of stuff out the back of your ship and go forward. That's what you're
even
maneuvering
the
thrusters
impulse-
are.
thrusters for
The
that as
impulse
well.
drive curves space. It's just that the warp drive also curves time. So
And also, the warp drive sends you like into subspace, which is that's
yeah,
it's a nicer version of the warp
Complicated.
from Warhammer.
yeah.
Not nice,
demons.
just fewer
Kitty.
demons, not no demons. We all remember Whispers. There's demons in that subspace manifold. Anyway, all right. So, if you would like, you can try either reason and engineering or reason and science tasks. And here's what I'm going to say: 2 people may take those checks. I would like one person to do one, either reason and science, or reason and engineering, and the other person to do the other one. And what we're going to do is, rather than having a set difficulty number, I have a bunch of things that I can read if you get successes. And how many successes you get will determine how many of them I read without you needing to spend momentum.
I don't think I should do either because I only have 10.
Aw, look at Kitty.
Yeah,
I
I've gotten
feel like
11.
we might want
I
to...
have a 12 in. I have a 12 in reason and science, but I don't have any.
Well, I think
focus
reason
that
and science
would
is
work.
probably going to be Dr. Bray, or
Yeah.
Dr. Relax?
True.
Dr.
Yeah,
Dr.
Relax
Relax.
is best at science. But even
I
with
have
reason and engineering, I have 11.
That's...
I have 11 and could have a focus.
well, Lieutenant Math Navigator for $5 says, this rock is definitely powered by blue goo with a trillionaire's daughter as a guidance system.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Makes an
Good. I'm just
absurd
rereading
amount
this
of
series,
sense.
actually.
We also have 4 momentum, and he's only got 6 threat, so we got some stuff to play with.
All right, well, let's do it this way. Obviously, Vrelax is doing reason and science. Does anyone have higher than an 11 reason and engineering?
Negative.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then
I do.
And this, what is
I have a
yours?
14.
That's better than my
There we
focus,
go.
I think.
There you go.
That's good, yeah.
All right, so let's do the Lieutenant Vrelax. This can be assisted by the ship's science and sensors.
Now it is Dr. Comma Relax.
Correct.
Let's see how the ship does.
Doctor, Lieutenant, Viscount.
Don't forget you can
realize.
use momentum and stuff.
Yeah, Kip, you seem to be
Whoops.
forgetting a lot of that.
I do. I should have done that.
It's actually probably
Yeah.
better to get you spend the momentum on obtain information after the fact rather
That's
than on
true.
iffy dice rolls.
Oh.
I'm also still not
Yeah.
seeing the
Okay.
ship. Is there a problem with the ship roller?
I didn't hear a ship. What
Oh,
is it?
science and sensors. Sorry.
All right.
Hey.
All right. So the world has a surface temperature that is only a few degrees above absolute zero. It is basically at thermodynamic equilibrium, at least the surface is, with the surrounding interstellar space. So its surface temperature is like 3-ish Kelvin, which is really fucking cold, in case you're wondering. Also, it has no atmosphere.
Okay, not surprising with metal structures in the middle of nowhere.
And also, it would be hard to maintain an atmosphere at 3 Kelvin. I don't think there's anything that stays a gas at 3 Kelvin.
Hobnob should be rolling too, right?
Yeah. So
Does Hobnob
reason
also get an
engineering.
assist?
Yeah.
From the
Yes,
ship?
from the ship. It will be sensors and engineering on this one.
We have 4 momentum.
The ship did not.
Let's spend one
Oh, hold on.
momentum.
I want to point out, a point of momentum can be spent on an obtain information, which will just make me read more entries. Whereas if you spend it on your dice rolls, it gives you a maybe success.
Yeah.
So as long as you roll 1 success, it's probably more efficient.
Oh yeah, no,
to-
we're
there you
good.
go.
We rolled 3
Yeah,
successes.
Good.
All right, so
So wait,
there
you
is a
rolled 3
coloss-
successes on a difficulty 1 or 2.
I'm just reading off 3 of the things we established.
I
That we're playing a little loosey-goosey
Yeah.
with
No
the
momentum.
rules here. No momentum. There is a colossal network of tunnels running all the way through it. The planet, that is. The planetary core is very geologically active and seems to be a power plant for the continent-sized structures on the world's surface. The world has a continent-sized engine array at its southern pole. This is clearly badly damaged, and sensor readings suggest that it has been firing for over 1,000 years. And there is a planetary power grid that is 80% inactive. The remaining 20% is concentrated at a facility on the equator. There are 2 more things I could read if you wanted to spend some momentum on obtain information.
What was the thing that was damaged?
The engine array at the southern pole. Also, Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, I see vomit zombies in our future, possibly. Also, that gives us our refill because I was keeping track after screwing up the goal. So thanks, everybody.
Huzzah!
Yay.
We should definitely spend the momentum to learn more.
All right. So would you like to spend 2 to get the whole
Yes.
rest of the list? Okay. The planet's entire surface is designed to capture energy. Sensors are picking up wave power stations in frozen oceans, multiple geothermal power plants, and evidence of a colossal solar array in addition to the geothermal core. This is almost unprecedented throughout Starfleet history. An entire world refit as a colossal starship, and apparently, somehow, still active, even if only barely.
Interesting.
Okay,
can
Dapper,
we get any
I looked up-
lifelines?
Your coldest gas is helium with a boiling point of 4.2 Kelvin, so we're slightly too cold.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm sorry, what was the question? Life signs?
Lifelines, yeah.
You did not detect life signs. No.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. And has the sure bet, or the solid bet rather, have they gotten here yet?
You are not detecting them on sensors.
Captain?
But they're probably on their way.
Since we know where the solid bet is going to be, and I am very confident in our ability to overmatch them in a conflict, we should probably deal with them first.
Jenner?
What? A strap for what? Well, we have tractor beams, right?
You do.
Yeah.
Well, we may want to talk first, if only because this is an Orion government vessel and we are in Orion space. Shooting a Orion government vessel immediately without hailing would probably be unwise.
I also want to point out,
we
if
don't
she
necessarily
shows
have
up,
to shoot them. We could put them in a tractor beam and state it's for their own safety whilst we negotiate.
I also want to point out, if she shows up and tries to shoot at you, it's going to go poorly for her. There's almost no point.
Yeah.
Your ship can deal significantly more damage and is significantly more protected than hers. In fact,
Chat
Yeah.
says you're muted, by the way.
Oh,
Who's
sorry.
muted?
I had a fan on. My bad.
Yeah. So if she starts shooting at you, she will have trouble reliably getting through your resistance, whereas you will have trouble reliably not shooting through her shields if you didn't want to.
Right.
So it's less of a she's a physical threat and more of a like there's got to be something else going on.
It would be like the time the Somalian pirates with like AK-47s on a little boat decided to attack a container ship that turned out to be like the Italian Navy.
Yeah. It would be kind of like that.
I have a question about how much information we have about the Telecol and how much information have we gotten that may or may not have been classified before we started working on all this. Because I seem to recall, as one Dr. Tregan, that there was something to do with the Telecol stuff, mind controlling people basically, and trying to get them to do things that futzed with shit. For lack of a better word. But I don't know if we would have had access to that information.
Well, regardless, it was determined earlier in the part 1 that this technology did not match any Telecol technology and was also much, much younger than that stuff, which was all mostly around like 50-ish thousand years old, whereas this is more like 1,000 years old. So this seems to have been a separate, now extinct civilization, because it turns out the galaxy actually has a lot of those.
Also, it doesn't seem similar to Telecol either, does it?
No,
it doesn't
not
seem
really.
like it doesn't seem like it's a copy or a ripoff or as...
Yeah, nor did the ghost that is living inside Maddie's, Commander Dulas. There we go. There's the honorific. Right. That ghost also does not seem to think that this is Telecol. So
okay, all right.
Because remember, Commander Dulas is currently possessed by a ghost of a Telecol somehow. Because science.
Like her ex-boyfriend.
Look, it's not Candle Ghost. It's fine.
And it's not Whoopi Goldberg.
Not a Candle Ghost. I didn't say it wasn't Whoopi Goldberg.
I like the idea that Tack is the no, that wouldn't work. It would be the current ghost is Patrick Swayze. Maddie is currently Whoopi Goldberg, and Tack is the girl whose actress's name I can't remember.
So hold on, would that make Tack the ghost metamor? Is that how this is working?
He's Patrick Swayze's wife. Is there? I'm trying to think. I want to talk to this doctor and be like, okay, what this plague is something that does what exactly?
Well, it rearranges the neurons in the victims and sets them into strange patterns, and now those patterns can be transmitted by listening to elements of the plague. And as time goes on, it keeps rearranging the neural patterns until they degrade to the point that life functions start being difficult to maintain and then cease altogether as a result of a lack of brain regulation of things like heartbeat, breathing, things like that.
Now, is there any consistency to the behaviors that will arise?
So usually so there's a few stages. From up until about a day, the plague mostly can be controlled just through sheer willpower, and even when it's not, it usually only manifests as humming or occasional singing of plague elements, which can spread the infection. By day 2, the person is usually incapable of doing anything besides singing, and around day 3, they start to actually lose bodily function, and by the end of that day, very few, if any, survivors can persist.
And you said that this is spread by listening to the plague? Portions of it?
Yes.
And
The plague is carried audibly.
And how long were the Orions on your station?
It's been a few days. 3, 4.
Could we use environmental suits to protect us from this plague by having some kind of program that filters the sounds that the wearer would hear?
I suppose that's possible. It could also work by simply
just put earplugs in?
Earplugs, if they're very effective, might work, although that might limit communication. It might be more effective to simply have soundproof helmets that do not allow any external sound, but still have
Pretty
an internal
sure
communication
I've
system.
seen them use bone transference technology for talking when they're in a vacuum and stuff.
Well, I mean, all Starfleet EVA suits have built-in comms.
Right. I was only thinking tactically, sometimes it's still advantageous to hear your surroundings. But, yeah. Okay, so the plan is to lie in wait for the solid bet, find out what's going on with them, and then ultimately we're going to need to go down to this planet to find out what's going on with this civilization.
I'm also concerned. My main concern right now is that if the Orions already have the plague.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5 says, what about active Noive reduction? Or is it Noive reduction?
Noive?
I was going with French. I'm not sure. Maybe it was supposed to be active noise reduction.
Maybe.
They are pretty close.
Although V and S are not... Well, they're not super close. Lieutenant Matt the Navigator, at me. Which one did you mean? Were we doing a French word that I don't know? So it's Noive? Is it Noive? Is it noise?
Was it pre-Yiddish, perhaps?
Oh, yeah, it could be pre-Yiddish. Noive. It's active Noive production.
Says noise, which is just sadness. Noive was better.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe it's like Welsh, where it's like Neef.
Freaking Welsh.
Okay, so yeah, that's our...
Captain Jenner.
It seems silly,
pipes
but
up
have
and
we
says,
tried to hail this planet?
You have not. But also, Captain Jenner pipes up and says, if you're waiting for the sure bet, the solid bet, up here on the ship, why not send a science team simultaneously so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone?
Because that puts people at risk necessarily.
My hesitation there is that we could get more information by having the artifact in our possession and also determining why the Orions are doing what they're doing. And this planet, as interesting as it is, has been thrusting for 1,000 years. I feel confident saying it can wait another few hours.
On the other hand,
I suppose, although
are we in a rush?
Well, eventually we'll leave Orion space and get into places where we don't know where we are. That'll take a long time, though, so probably not. But also, there is the fact that if the Orions have the plague, then they don't have a whole lot of time left, and getting to the planet for some answers could help us cure them, if that's our goal. Which,
that sounds like
as
a them
Starfleet,
problem.
it probably should be.
It's like a them problem.
Lieutenant Matt the Navigator for $5.
Stealing shit.
The last crew would be very offended by killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's true.
We did have an unusually high number.
Did you guys know that Chuck Norris can kill 2 stones with 1 bird?
I've heard that.
Yeah, we really would like to heal you, but we have to do a lot of paperwork, and there are many fees associated with that, so maybe...
Ensign Zubicide
dramatic
has been
irony.
a member for 15 months, although I will point out that it wasn't these Orions that you're waiting for who held you up at the border.
Okay.
Nah, all Orions are connected.
They all know each other.
Yeah. Canadians.
Yeah.
New Orion accent decided. Oh,
I
hey
mean,
there, Starfleet. What you doing?
They call them flappy
Going
heads.
exploring, eh?
Well,
I'm gonna ask Hobnall. Hobnall, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this? This is a medical thing.
Honestly, Captain, safety of the ship comes first, but the more knowledge we have ahead of time, the better we can react. It's very difficult to react to a quickly moving plague if we don't know what's happening before it happens.
All right, I'm willing to take the good doctor's advice. What do you think, Bob?
Well, the doctor is the expert. That's why they pay him the big bucks.
All right.
All right,
so
doctor, build yourself a team.
I will say that the obvious place to go is the place that still has power, which is that
Makes
one
sense.
place on the equator. So yeah. Yeah. So who is going
That
on
sounds fun.
this expedition?
I mean, I guess I should.
Gotta have the doctor.
So
Off a big scary
normally,
export Klingon.
when we're waiting for a potential enemy ship to come out of warp, I'd want the tactical officer to remain on board. But since we outclass this ship by such a huge margin, the second string could probably handle it. So
I'm gonna stay on the ship because as soon as they come out of warp, we're gonna have to chat, and that is my one thing that I do.
yeah.
Well,
So I
that
guess
and
I'll
play with
lead.
your food.
I'll lead the mission with the doctor. Tack.
Number 2. Away
Probably
mission.
Lieutenant Braylax.
Yeah.
And we'll probably want to bring Jillian or someone similarly skilled along.
If
And that would probably be played by Tiri.
Thierry, yeah, because
Yeah,
I think
I could
Billy
do
should
that,
stay
yeah.
on the ship with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see.
I don't do so well in liquid helium, even if it's liquid.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad for whales.
When I was looking that up, apparently there is some experiment to try to get like gaseous helium below like 2 Kelvin. But as I was reading it, I could not see like a valid reason to even try doing this.
I don't see why you would know. All right, so I am
Because you
going to
can.
play the transporter sound because you guys are beaming down. If I can find it.
Jillian gets buffed. They've had
Yes.
their attribute and discipline already. They've got a value and 2 focuses. They could get another value or another focus, or I think a talent. Well, they've gotten 2 talents. I actually don't know how many, but the limit is there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Do you know which one you're going to work on? Or which one you're going to do?
What would be a good focus, I guess.
Let's see. What are the focuses that she has right now?
EPS systems, data recovery, pickleball, emergency repairs, and reverse engineering.
I mean, I feel like EPS would already be fine, so you might want to go for a talent or a value.
Jillian
Yeah.
is the second in command in engineering, eager but not Becca Paris eager, if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And she's got the miracle worker and jury rig. We could do a value of it's not a miracle if I can do it.
Sure, it's fine by me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, so you guys find yourselves in the facility at the equator, and there are a bunch of consoles which are active. And if you want to interact with them, it will require a reason and engineering task of difficulty 2.
Man, it's a good thing we brought that engineer along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out that interfacing with alien technology often requires engineering skill.
Yeah, weird how that works out. So,
Becca Justiniano says, I love that Becca Paris is an eagerness standard.
Yeah. On a scale of
Yeah.
1 to 2, Ensign Becca.
All right, so, nope, I switched off from the dice rolls,
Okay.
so that's me being an idiot.
reason and engineering and EPS systems would work for that.
Yeah, I'll let that work.
Difficulty
2.
2.
2.
Can anybody help?
Also,
with this
our
roll?
momentum should have gone down by 1 because this is a new scene.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
how much do we have?
Looks like, I think, 1?
I'll spend that.
Okay. Well,
Nice.
Oof.
you got 3.
Oh,
Well, actually, you got 4 back, so you should be at 4, basically. All right, so you learn that a large robotic production facility dedicated to producing those breadcrumb satellites that's where you are now. So the breadcrumbs actually are relay stations, and they're also designed to self-replicate if needed. Also, a mass driver is designed to fire the breadcrumbs is present, which fires them. The book says into orbit. That's dumb because that doesn't make any sense. Fires them behind the planet. The writers here clearly don't know a whole lot about orbits.
Well, it is
Well, I
in
mean,
orbit of something.
Star Trek.
Probably.
With the galactic center, you know, it's
Sure. Yeah.
look,
Yeah. Okay.
It's got to be escape velocity to reach the moon.
Okay. Also, the display shows that the
Yeah.
entire planet has been rigged as a storage device. The metal deposits across the entire planet have been reconfigured as circuits, and an astronomical amount of data has been stored on them.
Wow.
Would you
So-
like to, if you want, there is a little bit more for a spend moment or obtain information spend if you
Quick, grab a USB
Yeah.
and
Do it.
download it all.
I want to know. I want
Yeah.
more information. Specifically, I'm interested in the Trigan protocol. With this much information, they've got to have porn.
Would you like to spend a point of momentum to discover the alien porn?
Yeah, of course we do. I mean,
What?
for
Yes.
science.
Only if it's tasteful porn.
Right, side boob, like you know.
Right side. Okay. So some cheesecake with
Yeah,
side boob is what we're going
Right,
for.
nice.
Yeah,
music.
if it's not tasteful, we're just gonna seal it up and send it to medical. We'll keep that for psychiatric profiling. Just it's Hobnob will keep that secret. It's fine. It's
Maybe
fine.
some foot stuff in there.
Hey,
There's so many
Keep
alien
an
space.
on
There's
the
so many
alien
alien
feet.
species. There's gonna be so many alien feet, and they're gonna be like weirdly intertwined in some ways, and they're gonna be like hanging upside down and shit. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, you spend a point of momentum, and you can in fact find the alien porn collections.
Aria Hub.
Don't show flats or you might start
Chesh
crying.
is dying.
There is also the stuff that was originally planned. If you wanted to spend momentum on it.
I mean,
If you
yeah, I
wanted to do
guess.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
There is a large auditorium-like room that seems to have a lot of more computer terminals that are connected to the data archives more directly.
Like we know the location of that.
Yes. It
Well then.
can be traversed on foot easily.
Onwards to the porn display center. I mean, presumably.
I mean, this planet is like, you know, it's a massive computer, so is most of it just porn?
I did not say that. It is, in fact, not mostly porn. It is only partially porn.
Okay.
I mean, but if it's a planet that's partially porn, that's a lot of porn.
Okay, but that's also Earth.
Right. I was,
Earth
well,
is
I was
partially
gonna say like if this was a human planet, it would be at least 70%.
Yeah, just like the internet is about 70% porn, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
how
hear
we
that, but I've never seen
determine
a source. But
whether or not there were ever humans on this planet, or if they were another species. Trigan protocol addendums have reasons. They're not just random.
Right. This was serious research, people.
yeah, no, this is yeah.
If this is
Anyway.
such serious research, why are you going into your office on your own with it?
With a
I would
fresh
like-
cup of Earl Grey.
I would like everyone
Oh.
to make a control and command check of difficulty 2. Who's in the auditorium?
Okay.
Okay.
Does a composure
Control
focus help?
Command?
Sorry,
Oh,
I
what
did not
focus?
have my thing changed.
Composure?
7 or 12.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Control and command.
Okay. Is that everyone? 1, 2, 3.
I think so.
I think that's
There's a
all right,
side
all right,
character
so-
covering the roles on the stream.
All right, so let's see. Lieutenant Relax, Dr. Hobnall, you two do not manage to switch your audio filtering on quite fast enough, and you are infected with the Aria plague as the music plays throughout the auditorium. However, everyone else
trying to avoid this.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost like we had momentum
God
you could have used
damn
or
it.
something.
I mean, they have to start singing.
We specifically requested for this not to happen.
Well, that's why it didn't happen to everyone, and I let you guys actually have a chance.
Okay.
But now, Dr. Hobnall and Lieutenant Vrelax have 24 hours before it gets real. However, what you can discover here, with already having succeeded, is that what's actually going on is that this planet contains not just all the data from this entire species, who call themselves the Zakra, and this planet Zakriel, because it has to sound like an angel name for some reason. But
I'm a Zakriel
also
you in the
contains-
face.
it also contains digitized versions of the consciousness of a few billion people just stored in stasis here. Yeah. So what's actually happening
It's Titan
is that,
AE, guys.
the plague is actually trying to do a data transfer to download all this information into the brains of the victims. It's not actually intended as a plague. It's literally supposed to be like a colonization effort, but it's not going well.
So
Yeah.
the plan for this alien species is to beam the consciousness of their people into other organic life. Is that what's happening?
It seems like they were hoping for any data storage that could accomplish this, but what tends to happen is that if the data is played out, because of their data structure, it acts a lot like the music of various humanoid species, and then when brains hear it, they start getting like the urge to then pass it along, because it is itself designed to propagate until it finds a suitable place to store itself. It turns out that humanoid brains are just not it, but unexpectedly are very susceptible to trying to be this data storage place, which is what's causing all the confusion and the continual rewrites of neural pathways and all that. And also, two of you got it, and also we're reducing momentum by one because the solid bet just warped into system.
So you're saying it's too much information? We've had a gain of
way
information.
too much. Yeah, the creationists would be very pissed off.
If we can't cure you, we can still sever your vocal cords.
So what we need to do is find an appropriate data, or at least change the direction of this thing, like something that's.
Well, you're being hailed by the solid bet.
Yeah, on screen.
Oh, Captain, you've arrived.
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too. So, how do you like my planet?
This is your planet.
It will be.
Oh. I mean, I've got an away team down there right now finding a little bit about it. It seems very cute.
Oh, you should get the back.
Okay. Can you tell me what's going on?
Oh, right, I forgot to tell you. Right now, Hephaestus Station is entirely infected. You're the only Starfleet ship that's going to be in range for the next couple days. So if you don't cure them, they're all going to die.
Infected by the plague we've all been talking about?
See, I bribed the station's engineer to sabotage the communications array, and also to help my guys reprogram the EMH, and now the entire array and the EMH are all broadcasting the broken plague that's stored on the station, across all speakers on the station. Everyone's infected.
Oh. And you haven't managed to avoid infection?
I wasn't there.
So about those torpedoes.
Clever.
Yeah.
Captain, I'm asking for permission to do a tag right now.
Well, I've decided Lieutenant Junior Grade Borg is the backup tactical officer, who's a Vulcan. And so he'll say, Captain, I feel obligated to inform you that our torpedoes are armed and ready. Lieutenant Tack instructed me I had to.
Captain, you can feel free to fire at us. You'll damage us, but I can come back. You don't have time to come back.
How many, question for the DM. How many days are we from the station?
So,
At maximum.
You are less than a day away, but if you were to go there now at maximum warp, you would probably only have a few hours before the brain damage starts to actually become irreversible. So your window here is a few hours.
Okay.
Lieutenant Math Navigator for $5 says, "I've heard enough. Launch Alpha Strike."
I'm going to look at my screen, my hell screen, and I'm gonna say, "Please hold." I put them on hold, and I'm
even
gonna
if we left,
contact the planet, and I'm gonna say, "Hey,
even
guys."
if we left now, we would still need a way to actually cure the plague.
Cure the plague, exactly. Hey, guys, status report. Va.
Yes, Captain. So I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is we've determined the source of the plague and its nature. The bad news is Dr. Hobnall and Lieutenant Vrelax are infected.
And what is our likelihood of finding a cure based on that information?
I'd say our likelihood is very high, given enough time.
You have time on the way.
If we have two people infected, we don't have a whole ton of time. So,
I believe let me confer with the team. Dr. Hobnall, if we downloaded this information, would you be able to synthesize a cure on the way?
It definitely wouldn't hurt to have the information. That doesn't guarantee we can synthesize a cure.
Hey, Dr.
But...
Hobnall, give me a difficulty 4 control and command check just now.
you have 2 momentum.
Oh, God. I won't make it difficulty 4 even if I spend momentum. Yeah, the best I can do. Yeah, let's spend one momentum and make it a shot in the dark.
All right.
You could also try to use like some value or something. You are resisting singing right now, is what's happening.
I do have a value. Life must be preserved.
That would work. So that's 2.
Mine counts. My life counts.
Well, he'd be saving us from infection.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2. So we'll do the value and then we'll spend for an extra die and we'll roll it.
So I think you have to give the Dapper a threat to do that, which is fine.
No, he could just spend 2 plus the 1.
Yeah, spend 2 plus the 1.
Yep. Oh. Oof. Not
That's
even
pretty
close.
All right. So because this is going out over comms, I'm going to need to take the others of you that were there and do another control and command difficulty 2 check to make sure that you manage to pop on your audio filters in time and cut off Dr.
Wouldn't
Hobnall.
those be on all the time now, though?
Well, you have to switch them to internal comms because they're not normally tied to internal comms.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, Jillian is infected.
She's a side character, it's fine.
Lieutenant Vrelax is infected.
Vrelax was already
He's
infected.
born, he's fine.
Oh yeah, he was already infected. Yeah, never mind.
He's double.
Va?
We're out of momentum now?
Yes.
Yeah. He's got 6 threat.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, I'll give you a threat to roll 3 die.
All right, you're good,
That's
and also
momentum.
that's 2 points of momentum.
Tack would have to roll 2, right?
Yeah, attack has to roll.
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Control and command.
Control and command.
You have 2 momentum.
Okay. Does my trait of liberated Borg help me here because I'm highly resistant to diseases and other ailments? Just saying.
Yeah,
it is a
I'll
plague.
reduce it to difficulty 1. Sure. That gives you another point of momentum, so you should now be
Nice.
up to 3.
3.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, so having confirmed with that, I'll say I've conferred with the doctor. He believes he's very confident that he can make a cure on the way, given information. Give us 15 minutes to download what we need, and we can return to the ship.
Sounds good. I cut off them. I go on back onto the other thing and said, "All right, let's get it. We'll get out of your hair."
All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a quick break because we are about to go between the second and third act. So, yeah. I'm going to go refresh my beverage, and everyone else, grab yourselves snacks, whatever, and we will be back in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, guys.
Cool. I'm just gonna go murder some of my enemies. Be back soon.
And welcome back.
Are we going?
Hello.
Hey,
Are we
everybody.
back? We're back.
Hello.
We are back. Kip never pays enough attention to know when we're back. It's fine.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's
and
why I always
then-
get his name wrong, because if he's not going to pay enough attention to the stream, I don't have to pay enough attention to his name.
Whoa.
And then
It's a,
Yeah.
it's a
said
fun
to the
name,
nurse,
though. You
"You
can
should
do a lot
see
with
the other
it.
pustule."
All right. So, you guys are on approach to the system. All right.
You know, I like this Orion captain a lot less now that they're threatening to kill hundreds of people.
On the entire space station for funsies?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just admitted on video to doing a bioterrorism war crime thingy.
That's okay. As a supplemental, as Hobnall and friends are all working on the cure, I'm just gonna go ahead and forward that to my government contact. Since they are using, in fact, a government ship to do this.
So, you can probably guess that her plan is not to continue to be employed by the Orion government.
Yeah.
So,
But we can make her a fugitive in 2 different apologies.
Yes, that's true. You can make her.
That is my revenge.
Is she the same captain as last time?
16.
Seems like it. Who knows?
Then
As
why
far
didn't
as
she
I
remember
know.
just meeting you last time?
I said
I don't
it's
know,
good to
man.
see you
Space
again,
is
and
weird.
she said yes.
Space is weird.
Maybe she's the twin sister, or all Orions look the same. Who knows?
Or something about the transporter making clones. I don't know.
She could be a transporter,
No,
which
that
actually would
never
sort of
happened.
make her a twin sister if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like genetically, that is what just would happen: is you would get a twin sibling.
Evil clone of the evil sister.
Ooh, she didn't have enough eyeliner to be an evil clone. Because
No
as we all
mustache.
know, when you get an evil... No, the mustache is the evil alternate reality version of you.
Right.
The evil clone has heavy eyeliner. Get it straight, man. Come on.
Oh. Okay.
It's like you've never seen Star Trek.
I wouldn't mind running into the alternate
Oh.
universe version of our crew.
It
That
would
would
be
be
interesting.
So
very
does that mean
goofy.
JD Vance is the evil alternate, the evil twin version of
Or the evil
himself?
twin version looks like
Yeah,
Kiss.
yeah, JD... Well, so
Okay.
if you were to split JD Vance... JD Vance has actually probably already been split into an evil and good version, and then he killed the good version, and that's why we have the
Yeah.
guy liner version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I thought he
JD
switched.
Vance is probably the stupid clone of whoever he originally was.
Also, I still
I'll
say
say-
he killed the Pope.
I thought he split into evil and good, and then did a mirror universe and switched the good for the mirror universe evil, and then absorbed them together for double.
But he doesn't
distilling.
have the right mustache for that though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Lieutenant Matt
Yeah.
Navigator for $2 says she's an evil twin, also played by Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah. That's everyone is played by Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah, you guys don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
this, but
played,
in
I'm
my
played by Jeffrey Combs. Did you not know
in my
this?
head
I
canon, all
I
the
am
NPCs,
Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we should just thinking, it might not be completely impossible to get a hold of Jeffrey Combs. It's mostly impossible, but I do know
Pretty sure
someone
it's a
who
cameo.
knows someone who is very involved in Star Trek in a creative side with a lot of say. I don't want to abuse that.
I have actually the one Star Wars role-playing game that my podcast did get into contact with George Ledoux, who did a lot of voice action work for BattleTech and stuff. So it is definitely possible, and cheaper than it sounds.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead with scene 1, which means we're reducing that momentum by 1. And
Already
you come out of warp near Hephaestus Station, and you are using impulse to approach the station, because we're not doing the come out of warp directly in front of the station thing. That's dumb.
All right.
Yeah.
So what you can tell is that yes, every speaker is active, and there are a lot of life signs, but one in particular is in a station airlock, and the open cycle is active, and that person is not wearing an EV suit.
All right. So immediately we need to transport that person instantaneously onto our ship. I would like to also have made sure that everybody has some fucking ear protection before we got here.
Yeah, well, you had time to get everyone earplugs if they needed or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so who's going to try to transport this guy? None of you, as far as I can tell, would normally be at the transporter room, so this is going to be a difficulty 3 control and engineering task.
Jillian would be there.
The control. Well, she's infected.
I mean,
don't
could
know
I
if she's
use my
there.
Borg
Oh, yeah,
technology
that's
to interface with the transporter to make me more proficient at it?
What is the rule that you're using for that one? Also, for
The
$2,
fact that-
Lieutenant Math Navigator says Duncan Fisher himself.
Yes. Yes, Duncan Fisher himself.
Well, the fact that I'm an ex-Borg and have Borg tubules and I've got a computer face interfaces focus.
Okay. So that's not really going to help with the difficulty of getting a lock in time. But the ship can assist with a what do I want to do? Sensors and computers. No, that's the same thing.
So
Computer sensors and engineering. I'll do it that way.
What's the role?
It is
Control and-
control and engineering. Yeah.
I have a 14 in that. What's yours?
Yeah, I've only got 11. You do it.
All right. And I am going to use my symbiont focus.
Of course.
Yeah. I am not going to go to Kelva, though they are my favorite. I'm going to go to my previous host, Lenara Va. And when she was an instructor on the academy, she got roped into teaching a course on the transporters once. And so she kind of had to become an expert in that.
Substitute teacher.
Of course.
I know.
For the one class.
Yeah, she got roped in one semester to teach. The normal person, engineering professor, was out sick, like on maternity leave or something, so.
You mean just like the engineer Tilly from Discovery is now for some reason teaching drama in Starfleet Academy? Yeah.
That makes sense for her, actually.
I mean, you know what happened, right? She basically refused to sign the contract quick enough, and they wrote the show around her, but she was still contractually obliged to be in it, so they didn't know what to do with her. Her character was actually replaced with Jet Reno. And so they still had to have her in the show, so like, oh fuck it, I guess she can teach drama.
What's the difficulty?
3. Also, I want to congratulate our producer and captain here because she finally has a pair of chopsticks in her house, which I was giving her shit for a while. Not having them.
I love chopsticks, and I don't have any.
Get some.
They're really
I'm gonna
pretty.
use.
I have
Phoenixes on them.
chopsticks, but I can't use
weird.
them.
I think my wife just shouted bullshit at me.
All right, so what's the thing that you
I'm
want?
gonna use my value. Decisive
part.
action saves lives. Hesitation costs them.
Perfect.
Apparently,
is
we have 6
excellent.
sets.
And then I will use a momentum. Or I'd have to use 2 momentum to roll
Yeah,
a third
but you have
die.
to.
Yeah. So that's 4 successes total.
All right, well that's 1 back. So the guy who has been beamed on board is Chief Petty Officer Dooley.
Should we know this person?
He was the one who had
Yeah.
the repair for the comms unit.
He was the one who got
The
bought out by
traitor.
the fucking Orions.
Oh,
Had
gotcha.
Petty Officer Billy do the weird shit, which she wrote a report about that
Yep.
no one followed up on.
Yeah.
To be
okay.
fair, there wasn't a whole lot of time to do follow-up between then and now.
Yeah. And it was just mildly suspicious, but with what
I'm
we know
also
now,
not even
we
sure you
know
had-
that he is, yeah.
I'm not even confident you had time to write that report.
I mean, if you did it in transit.
No,
Yeah,
no,
in
I-
transit,
I
yeah.
did.
Okay, so did we beam this person to the bridge?
No, but you can just have a
Quarantine.
security team escort him up there
Yeah.
real fast.
Yep.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, he's
The
on the
security
bridge
team
now.
is
Petty. I'm sorry. Let me write this down. Chief Petty Officer what?
Dooley.
And we believe that this is the person who the Orions bribed.
Yep.
Chief Petty Officer Dooley. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
I see. Probably not Chief Petty Officer for very much longer.
Probably not. No.
Why don't you tell us what you did exactly?
So I set up the comm system so that it would play the EMH on all of the screens and speakers on the station at an external command.
And what did you think they were going to use this for?
I wasn't positive. They didn't tell me.
So you handed control over the speakers of a Starfleet system
Yes.
or station to a foreign power, and you had no idea why.
Yes.
I hope they gave you a lot of money that you don't
They
need in
did
Starfleet.
not give me any money.
What did you get in exchange?
My grandfather was in massive debt to the syndicate, and they decided to collect on my family.
So they threatened you.
They kidnapped some of my family.
You know, you could have asked Starfleet for help.
They said they would kill them if they did that.
Well,
So
you
instead,
could have
you
warned us
potentially
before that.
condemned hundreds of people to death.
Yes.
Did they at least give you your family
You have
back?
no honor.
Although, I will say, I didn't think that they were going to kill everyone.
Alright, well, we can deal with this
So-
more later.
I need you to walk our engineering team through exactly what you did.
Oh, I mean, it's really simple. I just made a control bypass on the comm system.
Is this something we can disable from the outside?
Sure, but that won't cure anyone.
It'll stop the spread. It'll make it more easy for us to work on the station to start curing people.
Although, last time the cure was actually auditory.
Audio. We
And
might
this
be
would
able to use
actually
it, too.
give you a backdoor to control every piece of audio equipment on the station from one location. Maybe you should leave it up until after you do that?
Commander, I hate to agree with the traitor, but I have to agree with the traitor. Also, guys, I don't know if my wifey loves me or is trying to kill me because I asked her to refill my rum and this is what I got.
Yeah,
Nice.
she's
That's a lot of
sassing
rum.
you.
Wow.
She's sassing
She
you about the
did
chopsticks.
Kill it.
Well,
Yeah, apparently I do have 6 pairs of chopsticks.
Also,
Yeah, you
The
just don't
infected
know
are-
where they are.
being violent.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
not
Violent with singing?
Well, they're singing, but they're also attacking people who aren't singing enough, and also hammering away at various station components
Oh,
with
phaser set in
tools.
stun.
Are
So-
they
right.
singing
We're using-
everybody was kung fu fighting?
okay.
We're using
Alright,
28
I need all
hours
the
zombies rules.
infected crew members to make a difficulty 4 command and control check, or you start singing.
Oh, where's my window there?
Did we
I have a
manage to-
focus in infectious disease.
I'll give it to you. That's good enough.
I will spend 1 momentum.
Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
Okay.
I still fail.
So you all start singing, which means, Captain,
Mm-hmm.
I need a difficulty 2 command and control check from you, or you're infected.
Uh-oh.
Command and control. Oh no, my two highest
What
stats.
what specifically are we singing here?
So it's not in a language that any of
Row,
you know,
row, row
and the
your
universal
boat.
the universal translator has not caught on to it, but it does resemble a sort of a fusion of Klingon and human opera.
Can I use
The 2
my
greatest
composure?
operas.
Sounds like it could be awful.
Probably the blue squid scene.
I don't know,
from the-
Dapper. I've heard Portal's turret opera, and it's pretty damn good.
It is pretty good.
Nothing compared to Klingon.
I'm giving you a threat to roll a 3rd die. I assume if this is happening in the bridge, I have to roll 2.
Oh yeah, because you weren't infected. Yeah, you had to roll 2.
And
Alright, yeah,
can I
you're
use my composure focus? Did you get us a momentum with that as well? There's difficulty 2, right?
I did.
Yes, you did. And yes, you may.
Alright, and I'm gonna use that to get me an extra dice, so that'll be 3 for me as well. Alright. And you said control and command, correct?
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, so that
And
gets
I got
momentum
that
back too.
Perfect.
So you two are able to quickly enough put in your special issue Starfleet anti-Plague of Arias earplugs so that you're not
Yeah.
infected.
Yeah.
And that will help you get everyone else under control.
Dr. Hobnall has a amazing high-tech answer to try to not infect the rest of the crew. He will immediately gag himself as well as anybody else who is infected. We have plenty of non-verbal ways to communicate here.
Yeah, well, can we just put him in a suit and then like have the universal the comms go through like a robotify, like just have the computer translate their words into not music? That seems like something that would be well within our capabilities.
All right, say it one more time because I think I missed something.
So them singing is what infects the rest of us, right?
Right.
So if we put them in an environmental suit and route any voice that they use through some kind of computer program that stops singing from going through, basically like Google translates it into English, you know, again.
It
but
might not Google translate it
voice.
into English because the information is broken, but at least it would block it from you. So yeah.
I have the high ground though.
See, technically, Starfleet should be able to do that, but because of the text-to-speech AI ban from 2027, we legally can't do that.
Inside in the chat says, this was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction.
Okay, so the people on the station, well, first of all, Lieutenant Bjorg, send that piece of trash to the brig. Secondly, we've got essentially a violent insurrection on the station. Doctor, how long is it going to take for you to come up with that cure?
Hopefully we can get it quickly. I'm going to put my full team on it. Infected as I am myself.
On the way here, right?
Yeah, we're working on it in progress.
So, yeah.
If it comes down to it, isolate everybody infected in somewhere soundproof, myself included.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would like a difficulty 3 reason and medicine check.
You have 1 momentum.
Infectious diseases counts?
Not on this one. Actually, no, let's do it. That's fine. It's fine. I'll let
the ship be assisting.
The ship can assist with computers and medicine.
Spend 1 momentum.
The ship helped.
All right, that is
back.
success. You got that momentum back. Yep. All right, so you realize that what actually needs to happen in order to cure the plague is one of 2 things. One is you could do what Dr. Elizabeth Nostrum did and just play enough crazy dissonant nonsense for everyone for a long enough time that it drowns out any other auditory signals and it stops the cascading neural changes, but it won't reverse them. Nor will this do anything to help the Zakra, who are on the, whose idea this whole thing was, although it went badly. The other option, though, is that the reason that this is so destructive is that there's no complete version of it. And if you could get a complete version of the plague to both play through and be stored, then its desire to... Because it's actually like itself...
Move on is done, yeah. I understand.
Yeah, it will no longer seek to spread because it will be in a location that can contain it in its full form. And also, that urge for everyone to have the whole thing sung will be gone because they'll have heard that whole thing, which you could play over the speakers while storing it, but first you would have to actually get a copy someplace that's big enough to store it, which the Kongzi's computers are not big enough for that.
Well, the rogue planet is probably big enough, but we don't have access to that anymore.
But you do now know where to get the signal from, since you know where some of the breadcrumbs are, and that's the origin of them in the first place.
Chat's reminding us we have a momentum refill, and
you sure do.
Dr. Hobnall will think maybe the Kongzi can't store it, but this is the Federation. We have a lot of ships. Can we divvy this up? Can we?
There's also a possibility if we can use the breadcrumbs to direct it to a storage facility. We can basically streamline the information across Right.
Are the station computers large enough to store it?
They actually are probably big enough.
No, we don't even have to send it anywhere.
That's what she said.
This
Perfect.
station was designed as basically a potential backup for like Starfleet medical archives. Full stop.
Perfect.
Okay.
Can
So
we just upload it to Orion Pornhub?
So we need to get access to one of these breadcrumbs that'll give us the source of the data, and get onto the station and make the station receive the data in a stored fashion while playing it over the speakers to all of the infected.
Billy.
Am I summarizing that correct?
What about
okay.
Billy?
I mean, Billy's going to be doing a lot of this role, I believe.
Well, to get to the breadcrumb, but we're probably going to have to fight our way through a horde of, or they're not vomit zombies, opera zombies, I guess.
We're vomiting opera.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Although, what if there's someone on the ship or the station that might be able to help?
We've also, we're going to
we do have
the station.
the hologram, right? The emergency medical hologram.
And Dr. Jenner.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Jenner's with us. So
Although
we should have access
the
to it.
Orion lady said that they hacked the hologram, so
They did, but maybe since Dr. Jenner was involved in its creation and you have an engineering team, you could get an instance of it that is unhacked.
Yeah, we need to roll back to Windows 98 real quick and
unhack
reset
the
that
planet.
shit. Yeah.
So it sounds like you have a time crunch and two problems. You need to see if you can get the station to be safely disinfected, possibly with the help of the EMH, whom you would need to slightly reprogram. And also, you probably need to get at least close enough to Breadcrumb 2 to be able to transmit whatever information it has to you.
Yeah. We gotta bounce it.
Yeah.
And you
Chesh,
have
I really
unlimited time.
like 98. 98 was the last Windows that you could command line split from DOS.
Yeah.
Those
Good
were
old
the
days.
Okay, so can we do all of that from the ship?
You can only do one of those things from the ship.
Oh, well, obviously the ship has to go get the breadcrumb because we can't swim there. So
Well, does the ship have to go get the breadcrumb?
can we? I might be missing something, but it seems like if we're gonna get I don't know that we know where the
Does
we
the
have access to the
station
data
move?
stream.
The runabouts move.
Yeah, we have runabouts.
Yeah, you have two runabouts. And the Breadcrumb 2 isn't 4 days away. It was on this side of the Orion border. And you don't have to get all the way to it to get a transmission from it. You probably only need to get about half of the way there.
Okay.
Which you could do on a runabout.
It was not well defined how far away it is, but if it's within runabout distance, then fair enough.
Runabout range.
Yeah. So we can send Billy and probably an engineer with Billy in order to do whatever comms thing needs to happen.
Yeah.
And then the rest of us stay here on the Kongzi /station to do that side of things.
Yeah, the other question
All
is
right.
do we want Billy, is there anything that's communication based that we need Billy here for?
I mean, Billy's the pilot, so Khan would be their strong suit, but the Kongzi isn't gonna be maneuvering, so.
Right. Okay.
Unless some 14 threat-fueled Romulan raiding parties show up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not got enough
Well,
threat for that.
You are in reasonably well-established Federation space. You're not currently in the Shackleton Expanse. So, the chances of just random-ass Romulan warbirds is low. It's never zero. But it's low.
Yeah. Maybe space sharks.
All right.
That's possible.
So let's split up, gang.
Split the party, always the best move.
And this
Zoinks,
system actually
Scoop.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this game is actually designed to let you split the party and actually have that be a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so first we're gonna get a Get me a difficulty 2 control and con check to make sure that you are able to get successfully to the right place and receive enough of a transmission that you can forward that.
Can the runabout help with that?
Sure, if I remember what the rules are. I don't know if I will. Did I put a character sheet for one of them in?
Well,
You didn't. It's really crappy stats. Its stats are very bad.
yeah.
We have one momentum.
Do we have
Oh, no, we have a momentum refill.
or do I have to give Dapper a threat?
We may as well use the refill.
Refill.
Yeah, use the refill.
So that puts us to 6
then
momentum.
I will spend the momentum.
Okay. Spend a momentum, then use
And
the refill,
since-
so we still have 6.
Since Admiral Snappy Turtle did point it out, they are the ones who reminded me to remind everybody that we had that refill. So thank you to Admiral Snappy Turtle. For,
I was actually kind of wondering why no one had bothered to use it.
We were waiting. I think me and Jordan were on the same page. We were waiting until we got to the station because we were like, "Shit's gonna hit the fan when we get to the station."
Yeah.
Well, and like
Yeah.
I remembered it, but as a player who has the Forever GM curse, I love it when we're getting our ass kicked. So it's kind of one of those like masochistic, like, oh, we have more points. I'm not going to use them.
Well, I rolled 3, so we get the momentum back, and that's it.
Hooray!
All right. So the next thing is going to be a difficulty 2 reason and engineering task to figure out how to get this signal from breadcrumb to the Kongzi without too much signal loss.
We should probably... Jillian would be sent on that. We've already activated them, so we don't need to use crew support.
Correct.
Yep.
Reason, engineering... you said difficulty 2?
Yep.
We have 6 momentum.
What are our directives?
Protect the Hephaestus and give me a second.
That should be fine.
Assist Dr. Jenner and ensure the security of Starbase Hephaestus.
Because Jillian has determination, they can invoke values and directives. So use the invoke the directive of protecting the station, since that's what we're doing.
Yep.
So I won't use a momentum then.
2.
So that's
All right. There you go.
4 total.
So that's 4 total,
that's-
So that's 2 momentum actually, which you don't have anything to do, but it's fine. All right.
Yeah.
So that is good. Over on the Kongzi, someone is going to have to use some reason and either engineering or science to figure out how to help with the hacking of the EMH.
Yep.
Relax. Put on some sunglasses and like a trench coat and get to hacking.
Yeah, get some sunglasses, get a bag of isolating chips. Let's go.
It has to be one of
But they're in
those
the Dorito
style
bag.
sunglasses, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Gotta be
Dorito
style.
bag. I wish I had a Dorito bag.
People have been calling the new
That's all.
the new currency in Space Marine 2 the Cool Ranch Doritos because it's a little blue triangle.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need 400 Cool Ranch Doritos.
I need to play more Space Marines too.
You do need to play more
Yeah,
Space
me
Marine
too.
2.
Should I spend some momentum?
Yeah,
Yes, we have lots of
absolutely.
momentum.
Yeah, we have 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much does 6 buy me?
All
2
6
dice
of it?
would be 3. 3 dice.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Okay, so
6
let's do
2,
that.
3 momentum is 2 extra dice.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
there we go.
Okay, so I'll spend 3 momentum for 2 extra
3
dice.
Okay.
The first is 1, the second is 2, and the third is 3.
All right.
That's total
Well,
4.
that is a success with 2 points momentum back, but also I gain a threat.
Yeah.
That's 9 threat.
Threatening.
All right. So, you have reestablished connection with the EMH, and the EMH actually appears on screen and says, "Please state the nature of the medical emergency."
Got the doctor there. I hope the doctor says something. There's a fucking plague, and we're gonna cure it.
Yeah, you know what? There's a fucking plague, and we're gonna cure it.
Again.
So
Again.
the medical emergency is
We're
a
gonna-
plague.
We're gonna clear. Yeah, I'm gonna specify like it's this plague from this time. We have this cure option.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I've seen Voyager, and yes, the EMH is a plague, but yeah. Well, no.
Who was actually fond of singing, as I recall.
He was fond of singing.
Yeah,
Robert
was very
Picardo is
fond of
amazing.
singing. In fact,
Go
went to a
follow
planet and
Robert.
introduced singing to that planet.
Robert Picardo is amazing, and he's on Blue Sky, and you should absolutely be following him.
All right. So, it says, well, I can certainly help with that. The
Thanks,
one
Clippy.
problem is that the violence of the infected seems to have damaged a number of the transmitters, and we can't ensure perfect coverage. However, it is possible that if you were to set up some internal force fields, we could funnel everyone into a single room and then play the cure from there.
Make it so.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have access to those.
But we have the doctor here that runs the whole station, right?
We do.
Captain Jenner.
Yes,
Captain Jenner.
yes, I do have access there, but we would have to beam on board. Could we set up a secure location? Like, could we secure? Is there any place that doesn't currently have crew in it?
Is there?
The AMH says internal sensors indicate that the computer core currently has no personnel, and I can set up some force fields.
Perfect. Do we need anyone aboard the ship to do this, or can this all be done remotely?
I can set up the force fields as a containment procedure. I have access to that function.
All right, so she needs
Great.
to go on board, and they need to set up that remotely. So set that up, and we'll go to the transporter room and send.
All right. So, you guys set all of this up, and then
I think I'm also going to suggest that Va, you go with her in case there's some kind of trouble and gets violent.
Sure, I'll grab my swords.
Tack.
I'll use
Extra
the
security, please.
pommel.
Tack, are you going?
Sorry, say that again.
Tack, you're
I'm
going
tired,
for security.
apologies.
You gotta go help.
Yes.
We're going
Yes,
to guard
absolutely, 100%.
the station captain while they do stuff.
And I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
please, as you're on the way out, before the elevator goes, please set the stun.
Yes, Captain, I will set my... It has a stun? Hold on, just checking. Yeah, it does have a stun setting.
Fucking
Fine.
with it in the elevator.
Yes.
I'm going to set it to stun plus, just because.
You know, that is my favorite thing in all of Lower Decks is right in the beginning when Mariner's like, oh, it was set to stun, and then like fumbles with it because it was not set to stun.
All right. So you two beam over.
Three.
With
There's
the
three of them.
sound effects. There's a sound effect. Where is it? There it is.
Tapper, Stream Deck. Add a Stream Deck to your wish list.
The wish list is going away soon.
Sadness.
Yeah. Well, it's coming back, but it's going to come back in a slightly more expensive form. So like,
Stream Deck.
People
you
have
need one.
to send you more buckets of rice before it runs out.
yeah. All right. So now that you were there, the force fields go
Barrels.
up, but then there's a fizzling pop sound, and the EMH says,
Oh,
I'm
no.
having an error with one of the force fields, and then I am going to
no.
spend 6 threat.
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Oh, it's almost like I send the 2 best fighters with her, just in case.
Yeah. So, you guys should see that you have Commander Va and Tack are there in this computer room that I threw together hastily when I thought I didn't have a whole lot of time for prep for this, even though I actually ended up having like 2 weeks. So, sorry, it's a little rudimentary, but you know what? It's still a custom battle map, so there you go, guys.
That's more battle maps than I use.
I would like to point out, though it may not happen this time, that Admiral Snappy Turtle wants Va and Tack to fight. Now, they are convinced that Tack would win. I'm not convinced by that. But the fans have spoken. They want some PvP.
Well, I mean, we could do. We could start an episode where we're kind of doing some hollow training or something.
Yeah, some sparring. Yeah.
All right. Well, through one of the doors that should be secured by a force field, but no longer is, rush in 3 Orions who, despite the fact that on the map they look like they're not wearing much, they are actually decked out in some body armor with like a face grill here, a little visor over their eyes, and they also have some kind of muffling thing going on for their ears.
Oh, there they are.
Oh no, the goblins attack.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Or
Tall goblins.
do they scream for the horde as they run in?
They do not. These actually seem like they're pretty well disciplined Orion dudes. All right. So because they are the ones who have initiated this and got a little bit of a drop on you, I'm going to give them, well, one of them the first turn, and one of them is going to come in here and fire off a. Oh, and by the way, Chesh, did you reduce my threat by 6?
Yeah, you went from 9 to 3.
Okay. Oh, I'm behind on the preview. That's why I'm not seeing it. Okay. So one of them is going to shoot a disruptor pistol at Va.
Because Va's the greater threat.
That is a maybe.
Correct.
That is a miss on that one.
Shit.
Also, this is a new scene we're going to momentum for, by the way.
So this these zone things, are these
those are zone barriers.
Zone barriers. Okay. Got it.
So there's one zone in the middle, and then each of those little like alcoves is another zone.
Okay.
And then the wall with the door at the south, that's also a zone.
Okay. Well, we'll both go together because of my quick to action talent. We can maintain the momentum without having to spend anything. So it doesn't matter which one of us goes first. So I'll step into this zone and shoot the guy who shot at me.
Okay.
I have a focus in hand phasers, and I will spend 1 threat
Don't let me
or
in
1
my zone.
momentum, which I believe 2 hits.
2 does hit.
There's my. Wow, that was a crappy shot, though.
Yeah, that's not great. All right, so yeah, your phaser managed to glance off of his like shoulder armor and it leaves a scorch mark, but he's mostly fine. All right, Tack, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna charge the weapon first, and then just shoot the same guy. I'm gonna use handheld energy weapon focus.
Yep, that counts.
I can't remember what I'm doing. I've just got to press the phaser button, right?
Well, you have to roll control and security first to hit.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm very tired. I do apologize.
It's
That's
been
all
a
right,
while
it's very
since we
late.
did combat.
Yeah, there's that too. All right, that's a hit. This game is not combat focused, so all right, and so it's charged. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, okay. That guy drops like a sack of bricks.
Do those bricks have holes in them?
I look over at Va and go, "You think you would win?"
All right, this guy is going
I'm
to
not
step
fighting you
forward.
with a phaser. I'm not stupid.
It's a sword fight, obviously.
Obviously.
This guy is going to pick up spend 1 threat so I can fire a disruptor rifle, and then he is going to fire at Tack, and so that is going to be All right, so that is a hit. So that's 3. I rolled 4 zeros and 2 2s.
Oh.
Does it hit?
crap.
though?
It does hit
I
you,
can-
yes.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna roll a challenge dice, and then where is it? So each of the characters roll 1 challenge dice. If the effect is rolled, the character becomes immune to that type of weapon for the remainder of the scene.
All right, it wasn't rolled because we take the first one. So, yep, you are immune to disruptor rifles.
So
Boom.
I'm sure everybody remembers the Indiana Jones, like the guy does the big sword flourish and then Indiana Jones just shoots him. I can imagine Va or Tack doing that big sword flourish and then drawing their gun and shooting the other guy.
right. The other one rushes into the room and fires a disruptor pistol at Va, but misses.
All right.
Okay,
New round,
so
and they go first.
New round, and you go first because unless there's some extenuating circumstance, the players go first.
Okay. Then in that case, Va's gonna move, use a minor action to move, and then I'm gonna use my sword to attack. Are any of them hurt? I don't think so.
Well, one of them is just a crumpled pile of,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I'm not gonna
There's a
stab
dead
the guy
one.
that's on the ground.
Right. But the
I
other
would.
two are uninjured so far.
Okay. I'll use my Klingon bladed weapons focused and give you a momentum. I'm deciding. I already used my determination. I was deciding if I wanted to use my star cross, just because this is probably the last time I'm going to need it.
We are
What-
basically at the end of the episode, yeah.
What's our momentum?
3?
Yeah, I'll use it just so we'll generate some momentum. How about that? So that first one becomes a 2 because of the star cross.
All right.
So that gives us.
All right. You
Well, it depends
win
on what
that
you roll.
hand to hand. Who were you fighting? The one with the rifle raised or the one with the pistol raised?
Rifle, that's more dangerous.
I mean, they both have a rifle and a pistol. That's just visual.
Yeah.
Right. 1, 2, and the vicious does an extra 1. So 1, 2, 3.
It does an
4,
extra 1 on every effect, yeah. So that's 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to spend a couple threat and avoid taking an actual injury. So you stab into him, and he twists just at the last moment. And rather than just having that stab go right into his belly, it just sort of grazes his side, but it takes a big chunk of flank skin off, along with some armor.
Did we generate any momentum off the roll?
1.
Okay.
All right, so the other one
Oops.
is going to go to here, and he is going to fire a pistol at you there, Commander Va. And that is a miss, because for some reason, no matter which the d20s I roll, one of them keeps rolling a 17.
Oh.
the weight is
different
ooh.
in
the
most
weight
of the
of putting your dice at working.
Yay.
It's okay, Dapper. My dice hate me too.
All right, attack. Seriously, it's like they don't have that bad of a control security. But they do if I always roll a 17.
Can I still shoot when they're 2 things away? Is that going to work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because I was going to go up and just like nut him, but I guess I'm just going to charge my phaser again and shoot at him. Handheld energy weapon focus on.
Borg just says that you look confused, your normal state.
Yeah. Why would I not?
Because you're the captain, you're supposed to know what's going on, but also that's a miss.
Oh yeah. Just like the real,
Okay.
definitely not an army.
So are we back to the top now?
Yep, it's your turn. One of you can
All
go
right.
first. Doesn't have to be
That
Vi,
guy's
could be
dead.
Tech.
I'm gonna stab the guy and finish him off.
All right.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Uh,
Set sword to stun.
Yeah. Oof.
I have
Which
bad
one?
news for you. Not
Ow.
only do I gain a threat, but you just lost that fight. So he punches at you.
It's an
And
18, a 20, and a 12.
geez, manages to deal 4 damage and knock you on your ass.
I mean, does his effect not be prone? Is that what it is?
Yep,
'Cause
it's knocked down.
Okay. All right, no problem.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you go in to stab, and he catches the blade with his pistol butt, and then just hammers you in the nose, and you fall back on your ass.
All right, I'll use my minor action to stand up, and I will use the swift task momentum spend. It costs 2 momentum, and I can take another task to swing at him again.
Okay.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Bonk. You want a momentum?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use another momentum to swing at him. That's much better. Now the difficulty of
That
this
is.
task does go up by 1, so he effectively gets +1 to his roll.
Okay. You still win
Do we generate
by
momentum?
2.
By 2, so we get 2 momentum back.
Yep.
Hooray! We should be at 5 if I count
That's
it
another.
correctly.
That's another 6.
So roll your damage. Oh, you did.
Yeah.
I'm just not paying attention. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that is enough. He goes down.
And we can take the hit, or we can spend another 2 momentum to keep the initiative, and then attack and just go fuck him up right
Blasting.
away.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I started blasting.
Yeah, Han Solo definitely shot first anyway. Right, yeah, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to charge my weapon as my minor action, and I'm going to shoot, and it's going to fucking have a complication.
But you do hit.
I get a point of threat, but
Yeah.
yeah, you do hit. So roll your damage.
We're blasting away. I definitely don't have a
Nice.
crossbow on my front.
That's a lot of damage.
Chesh,
Yeah.
we lost 2 momentum for keeping the initiative.
I did
It
that.
won't matter
It should be
much
down to
because
3.
that's more than enough to get that guy to crumple.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Captain Jenner says, I've done it. We're set to broadcast, and all of the station's crew are being herded into one of the big auditoria that we use for medical lectures. And so after a few minutes, everyone's in there, and she plays the whole thing, and the entirety of the database has been uploaded. The complete plague is being stored, and the EMH says, I think I'm getting a message from the computer's internal storage from some people called the Zakra. They say they live there now?
Yeah.
Patch that through to the captain. And I'll hit my communicator. Bridge, this is Commander Va.
Yes, Commander.
I'm directing communication from the emergency medical hologram to you. You have a first contact to make.
Good job,
The Elizabeth Nostrum, the hologram, pops up and says, Captain, I'm going to be speaking on behalf of the Zakra as they request from inside the computers. It's weird.
Thank you very much for your work.
Yes, they say that they are not sure where they are and would like to know. Should I tell them?
They're going to need a little bit of a... Okay, question for the DM.
Yes.
Is there like a quote-unquote time travel debrief booklet, pamphlet, or something that Starfleet's put together?
I mean...
By this point?
Not really, and also technically they didn't time travel. They were just in stasis for a very long time.
Which may as well be time travel as far as they're concerned.
Yeah.
They took a nap and woke up 7 billion years later.
1,000?
I guess that's not that bad.
Yeah, it's a lot less than 7 billion years.
Oh, and we don't know really anything about this race, do we? Except for what we downloaded, but we wouldn't have had time to go through that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should I
Yeah.
tell them? Okay.
Yes, you should. Yeah, tell them. Give them a brief about it's been about 1,000 years since they went into stasis.
And should I give them a basic diplomatic overview of the United Federation of Planets?
Yes, please.
All right. She pauses for a second and says, the Zakra would like to formally request asylum within the United Federation of Planets and would like to have a long-term goal of resettlement on a otherwise uninhabited planet.
Wonderful. We'll be more than happy to assist them with that.
In point of fact, Captain, I don't technically think that you were allowed to give them resettlement.
I will assist them to the best of my ability as I go up the totem pole, and I'm not going to charge them any latinum.
Hey, hologram, how about you shut the fuck up and give the message?
Do what I fucking told you to
do. All right. They are very thankful and
getting sass from a fucking singing hologram.
To be fair, that is what the EMH does. It is just a bunch of sass. Captain, I would suggest contacting Starfleet Command and maybe setting up someone with, like.
I literally
diplomats.
get up and I walk into my ready room as this thing is talking to me because I got no time for this. As I am already writing the report to send an email off to, like, Mick Pert Diplomat.
All right, well, it doesn't...
Sending an email to the
able
intern
assist with what minor repairs the station requires, as well as hear back from the Federation that they will be sending a second contact specialist team to go assist the Zakra, as well as look for candidates for resettlement, which means, guys, we have cured the Plague of Arias. It wasn't even really that much of a plague. It was just some guys who were, you know, looking for a new place to live.
Hooray!
Lieutenant the Navigator for $2 says, I'm a doctor, not a diplomat. True. All right, well, that means that we are wrapping it up for today. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for everyone who super chatted, everyone who watched. Make sure you hit like. The plan is to be back next week with an episode that will be, let me double check. Season 2, Second Contact. That is the name of it.
Ooh, if you don't hit like, I will send Daniel Pratt to your home. And I know where you live, all of you.
He'll throw his water heater at you.
Also,
And
1, 2,
that thing
3,
stinks, trust me.
everybody at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
Fuck ice.
That wasn't even close to the same time, but that's okay. I appreciate it.
Nobody told me what we were doing.
Bye.
We always do fuck ice.
Yeah.
Since
Fuck ice.
when?
Fuck Trump. Fuck America.
Look,